Are you looking for the best dedicated server hosting for your blog, business website, or e-commerce store? Do you have a website right now that has high volumes of web traffic and you need a dedicated hosting provider with rock solid uptime performance and resources to handle all this? If you guys answer yes to any of these questions, then this InMotion dedicated server review is for you guys. My name is Wally with Best Web Hosting for WordPress.net. And in today's video review, we're going to be talking about all of the specs, features, benefits, the pricing, and more. That way you guys can get off to a really good start with launching your website today. If you guys are new to this channel for Best Web Hosting for WordPress.net, hit the subscribe button along with the bell. And that way, any future videos that I upload, you will be sure to receive them. Also, go ahead and smash that like button so that other amazing people just like yourselves will be able to find the same video in YouTube search. Before creating any website, blog, or e-commerce store online, there's several things amongst many that I feel matter most. One, affordability. Two, reliability, which is often measured by uptime performance, which lets you know how reliable a website will be on the servers of a web host. Also, having a web hosting provider that has great security, and also having 24/7 customer support in the event you have questions about your hosting. Obviously with dedicated hosting itself, you're looking for a provider that will give you exclusive access to resources that will be dedicated to your business website. And so that's what this video review is going to be about, to tell you guys about the benefits of using InMotion's dedicated hosting services. Although there are many web hosting providers online, guys, that offer dedicated server hosting services, I wanted to tell you about the many benefits and advantages of using InMotion over all of the competitors, online. I wanted to share with you guys what I really love about them. That way you know what to expect when you get started today. Keep in mind that there are some links right below in the descriptions portion of this video. When you click them, they'll give you a special discount today off of your dedicated hosting package. So once you click the link that's right below, guys, it will bring you to InMotion's website, which we're on right now. And what I wanted to do is to go over briefly the packages that they have. So they have 3 packages, and what I really love about their plans across the board is that they're super flexible, they're very affordable, and you can actually purchase your web hosting 1 month at a time, over month to month. You can do 3 months, 6 months, and even a year. So I like that flexibility because with a lot of providers online that offer web hosting services, be it for shared web hosting, cloud, managed, VPS, typically they want you to purchase maybe a year upfront, 2 years upfront, 3 years upfront. But depending on your personal needs, it's always just best to get what's suitable for you. And so I like that they do offer a lot of flexibility when it comes to purchasing web hosting services. And with the dedicated plans itself, again, you can go month to month, you can buy 3 months of hosting, and even 6 months. And so you have complete control over that. Now, you'll notice that there are 3 plans that you can select from: the Essential, Advanced, and also the Elite. Pricing right now, if you guys are using the links below, you're going to be getting the Essential plan for only $139.99 per month. The Advanced is $189.99, and the Elite $259.99. You notice that across the board with resources itself that'll be allocated to your particular server itself. With the Elite, you're getting 16 gigabytes of RAM, 15 terabytes of data transfer, 1 terabyte of SSD storage that you'll be getting on your server itself. With every dedicated hosting plan itself, you're going to get dedicated IP addresses. If you've hosted with a shared web hosting provider, you know that in most cases you're sharing an IP address with hundreds or thousands of people. So again, that's one of the amazing advantages of using dedicated hosting, because you'll be able to have your very own dedicated IP address. And so in the case of the Essential plan, you'll get 5 dedicated IP addresses. The Advanced gives you 10. The Elite, the third tier up, gives you 15. And so it's really, really amazing with all of, again, the resources that you guys are getting, with this. And for this reason, I wanted to highlight that with you. Now, with InMotion Hosting itself, they do have a money-back guarantee. A lot of web hosting providers online do not offer money-back guarantees for their dedicated hosting services. I've noticed a lot of them that are out there. In the case of InMotion Hosting, they offer a 30-day money back guarantee on the dedicated hosting. So it's pretty standard, like in the web hosting industry itself. If you are using like their shared web hosting services, like their WordPress or their share, they do offer a 90-day money back guarantee. So again, the shared and like the WordPress hosting services, they offer a 90-day money back guarantee. But if you're getting the dedicated services itself, there is a 30-day money back guarantee with that. Something I wanted to talk about is the flexibility of the plans itself. You notice that you guys can purchase month to month your dedicated hosting. You can purchase 3 months of hosting, 6 months of hosting, and even a year's worth of hosting. Obviously, the more web hosting that you purchase up front, the more money you'll save, in the long run. For example, if you're buying like 1 year's of web hosting today, using the links up below, for the example of the essential, you're going to get it for $139 per month. But if you were to do like 6 months, let's say that you want it like 6 months, you'll see that it'll bump up to $149.99 per month. 3 months of service, $154.99. If you're going month to month, $159. So obviously you'll save more money if you purchase more web hosting up front. All of this will really depend on your personal goals that you have, online. So they're very flexible with paying for your dedicated hosting plan itself. And I just recommend that you get what you feel to be best for you. But across the board, I think that InMotion Hosting has amazing packages with tons of resources that are dedicated for your individualized server. You have customizations across the board, very fast page loads itself. And so with InMotion Hosting, they do have a 30-day money back guarantee on their dedicated hosting services. A lot of web hosting providers out there that I've seen do not offer a money back guarantee for their dedicated hosting, but in the case of InMotion, they do. There's several data centers that you'll be able to select from to build your site on. One thing I wanted to talk about is uptime performance, to really show you how reliable InMotion Hosting is. This is something that you want to know about with any web hosting provider, online. And most web hosting providers maintain an average uptime performance of only 99.9%, which is really nice. But in the case of InMotion, they maintain an average of 99.99% network uptime. So it's extremely reliable. You can always count on your website being up, especially when people are looking for you. And it's very important because obviously it will contribute to your website ranking a lot higher in the search engines, especially with Google, being that you do consider uptime performance as a one of many ranking factors. You will have access to cPanel as well as WHM, again, to help you to manage your websites online. If you want to migrate from your current web hosting provider and you want to move everything over, whether you have one site or multiple websites that you want to do, InMotion does have a free site migration service. And so I highly recommend that you guys take advantage of that. In the way of security, of course, they have advanced firewall to protect your websites 24/7 from spam, malware, hackers. You'll obviously get free SSL certificates. That way you can ensure that when people, again, search for you online through Google, especially if they're using Chrome, your website won't appear as unsecure in the search results itself. And so with InMotion Hosting, with the dedicated servers, you'll get free SSL certificates across the board, which are really nice to help your website to stay secure online, guys. I mentioned about their firewall. They have remote KVM and also one-click installations, not only for WordPress, but for several CMS platforms that you guys may want to use to create your website online. And so I really, really love using InMotion Hosting across the board, guys, and I know that you guys will as well. What I wanted to do today is to put up a quick review to review the pricing, some of the specs of InMotion Hosting's dedicated hosting services. Wanted to show you guys how is it that they're different from a lot of their competitors, online. Here you can see a brief overview of all of the plans that they have here. We went over today, the Essential, the Advanced, and Elite. We have two other plans that are right here, and all of which will depend on, again, how many resources that you need for your particular dedicated server will really depend on which one of these that you select. But I think they have amazing web hosting services across the board. No doubt you guys will be extremely happy with them. There are a lot of competitors online that offer dedicated hosting services. If you look at like SiteGround, for example, you notice that with them, they have cloud hosting. And even with their cloud hosting, it starts at $100. And you can see the specs that come with that. You see other competitors like Liquid Web. They have some amazing deals also with dedicated servers. Right now, they have a deal where if you get started today, you can get 50% off a fully managed dedicated service. And again, I'll leave that link right below for you guys. That way you can take full advantage of it. Something I wanted to talk about is InMotion's customer support. Obviously, if you get started today using the links below, you always want to be able to contact somebody if you have questions about your hosting account. In the case of InMotion, they have amazing customer support. This is Trustpilot, and you can see several positive comments that are here. They're an amazing web hosting provider, across the board, and you can see that obviously tons of people, love using their web hosting services. And so, if you're on their Facebook page, you'll see that 12,548,000 people like this. People obviously follow them and all the updates that they publish, on the page itself. But again, Trustpilot is just one of many pages that you can find, online, positive reviews, about people's, interaction with their platform itself. So just, of course, I mean, there are a lot of web hosting providers that are online that do offer dedicated hosting, and InMotion Hosting is just one of them. And so I just wanted to share with you guys in this brief InMotion Hosting server review. So I hope that this video review served you well. If so, go ahead and get started today by using the links below, guys. I hope you much success in your endeavors of creating your website today, and also success online going forward. Take care.